What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the first vlog style video of this bodybuilding prep series. Today, exciting day on the agenda, is the BREW City bodybuilding show, which is one of two big bodybuilding shows in Wisconsin each year. I'm doing the Badger State, which is in October, but the BREW City is right now in June 28th. And I've never been to a bodybuilding show before, even though I'm signed up to do one. So I've seen plenty on social media, videos of how everything works. Obviously, I've done my homework on that, but it'll be cool to see, one, all of that happening in person, and two, at the same venue that I will be competing at. Literally probably the same setup because it's going to be in the same building, and so on and so forth. But very exciting. So we got that this morning. We're going to see, me and my girlfriend are going to see pre-judging, which is, if you don't know bodybuilding at all, they do pre-judging in the morning typically, and then they do finals later, and that's all the athletes who moved. I think everybody gets to compete in finals, but that's where all the decisions are made as far as awards go. So it takes planning because you're working on your peak, so you're trying to look your best you can for about 30 minutes at a time, or about, obviously on stage, you're only on stage for a little bit, probably like 5 to 10 minutes. It's probably less than that. So the plan around peaking is making sure all your carbs, electrolytes, water, everything's in the right spot so you get the best lean look while still filling out your muscles. But it's very tough, especially the more you have going on. So for a natural athlete, gonna be a little bit easier as far as predictability of all those variables like sodium, potassium, water, food, all that. But the moment you add other compounds into the mix, it becomes a lot tougher. That's why if you're not a natural athlete, you probably should have a coach, and even natural athletes should probably have a coach. But if you're willing to do all the research, you don't really need a coach, I would say. I mean, that's my opinion on it. I could be totally wrong, and I guess I'll find out through this prep if I am wrong or not. But I'm going to do the best I can to make sure I get the best results without needing a coach. But we got that on the agenda this morning after me and my girlfriend go to the farmer's market with her mom. And then after that, I will be hopefully filming some of the lift that I'm doing. Oh my gosh, this is my exit. Hopefully they allow recording in the venue. I'm assuming they will, but we'll find out when we get there because I'd like to record some of that. I know I won't be able to, or I guess I will be able to, but I don't want to pull my phone out and be commentating the whole time. I just kind of want to immerse myself, kind of just get a mental snapshot of what show day for me is going to be like, and be able to visualize that so that I'm not caught off guard by anything that comes about when it's time to compete. So I will catch you when we are at the bodybuilding show, unless I decide to record before then, but I doubt I will. So see you at the bodybuilding show. Okay, we are back from the show after the lift. We have time to meal prep right now, so that's what we're doing. I have a lot of this stuff ready, but it's kind of a hassle to move the camera around, so I might voice over this part and just do some B-roll of what I got going on. I think that's the best call, so that's what we're going to do. All right, cut to that. All right, guys, we got 1,200 grams diced potatoes tossed in salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, Italian seasoning, and Parmesan. Those are going in the air fryer for that amount of time until they're brown. Then we got 1,200 grams of chicken breast chopped into cubes and tossed in a little olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika, and cumin. We got 2 servings of cottage cheese with a splash of milk in the blender cup, our honey and low-calorie G Hughes barbecue on deck while our chicken cooks 5 minutes each side. Then we're gonna separate that into meals. Get our sauce in the pot over low heat, add some seasonings there too. Then we're gonna take our potatoes out when they're done and toss them in the sauce and separate them into meals. Beautiful, aren't they? That's dinner done, but we still need lunch. So we're getting our rice cooker out, 5 cups of rice in there, 1-to-1 ratio of rice to water. Press a button and in 20 to 30 minutes you have the best rice you could possibly make. While that cooks, we're gonna cook our 93.7 ground beef. 1.5 pounds in each pan, seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. That takes about 10 minutes, stirring it constantly. Once that's done, we separate that into meals, and I even had time to cut up my kiwis for the week while the rice finished. And then I put the rice in each meal and had some veggies in the bags here to make things easier for grabbing and going during the week, and we have lunch and dinner done. Easy as that. Okay, we are gonna recap the day here while I eat my last meal, which is 150 grams of kiwi, 100 grams of blueberries, and 200 grams of Greek yogurt. And then I have tart cherry juice as well. But the show was super cool. I mean, there was a lot of... You'll see from the footage I got that I had to record on my iPhone because they didn't allow my camera in there. No lensed cameras. But it was very chill. Athletes were walking around. Coaches were chilling out. Friends and family were allowed to just kind of roam. I mean, and the stage setup was super cool. I feel a lot more comfortable than I did prior, knowing that that's what it's going to be like when I step on stage. So I'm very, very excited. It's got me fired up. But there were some big freaking dudes there. So that's just confirming the fact that I'm going to need to be that much more conditioned, because I'm obviously natural and my size isn't going to be crazy compared to other people. So I'll have to get that much leaner and more shredded and be that much more disciplined. I filmed a lot of meal prep stuff too. Let's talk about that for a second, because that probably took, with filming stuff, about 3 hours, and now I have lunch and dinner for the rest of the week. High protein, healthy foods that taste really good. So if you're not willing, and this isn't only a prep thing, this is like, if you're trying to get in shape, it's 3 hours for your entire week. That is, 12 meals? So 6 out of 7 days, you have lunch and dinner, and you know you won't, eat a bunch of bullshit. Tell me that's not worth it. Because, come on, it's definitely worth it. Sucks in the moment, but it pays off, just like everything good. Just like working out. So, make the investment, and stay tuned for the next prep video, which is probably going to be more food related. But peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.